Your choice of a white tux for now, I have to talk about it. Tell me more about it. Why?
Um, because I've been in daytime for a lot of years and always worn black, always worn black, always worn black. It's hotter than hell out. And so Richard, the costume designer, came in today and threw a white. I said, well, what are you doing with that? I'm not going to do that. And then I put the black on. I'm like, let's try that on. And I figured, you know what, get through the ceremony. If they need help for serving hors d'oeuvres or whatnot, then, I'm right there for that. So, yeah, I thought we were going to be, like last time I did this, we were outside a long time. And I did not want to be in black. That's why. And I got shuffled right in. I'm like, oh, okay.
You're looking fabulous. Let me talk a little bit about you're an actor on a soap opera for so long. When you started it, did you expect to be on for that long?
No, I didn't. No, in fact, so I started.
When did it hit you like, oh my God, I've been on this for so long?
Well, the daytime world, I started on All My Children in 1996. And I was just going to do that for 2 years. And then, because I was doing primetime stuff before that for 5 or 6 years, did All My Children for a couple of years. And I kind of like it in New York. I'm going to do another 2 years. So that ended up being 4 years. And then I went on to Guiding As the World Turns and did kind of bounce between primetime and daytime. And so it hasn't been a constant, And then it's interesting because I kind of come into daytime like every 5 years. And it's so different each time, especially this experience, which was during COVID, and not to mention things are just done differently. Without just setting COVID aside, the way they do production, the way they shoot soap operas nowadays is so much faster, and so I feel like kind of like somebody that's like been a time traveler and kind of bounced in and out different eras of soap operas. So.
But you've balanced it so well, and you've given the same energy every time. What gets you going as an actor?
I think that's a good question, and my answer would be that this could be the last job I ever have as an actor. I always think I don't take it for granted, and so I want to know that if this is my last day of work ever, because as actors, we're gypsies. We go from, I'm not a guy my longest contract has been, like I said, 4 years, but I'm kind of a hired gun. And so I always feel like if this is my last job, I want it to be the best, the best foot forward, the most energy, the most I've thought about it. So I don't, feel like I shortchanged myself. So that's kind of how I look at it.
Working in a daytime opera kind of makes you a morning person. Does that change your morning routine when you're working or when you're not working?
It changes the routine the night before. So I have to get 8 hours of sleep, and I have to be clear-headed, and so it changes your life and how you structure it. And so by the time, because especially with COVID, you had to be at the studio 2 hours before your call time. So if your call time was 7:30, you're there at 5:30 a.m. And so, I'm not a morning person, but you better at least figure something out, the night before.
So one last question. If you were not doing this, what would you be doing?
I'd probably be in a blues band and not making any money, of course. But I play a lot of music around where I live and in New York City, and that's really my first passion. So I would not be, like I said, it would not be a lucrative choice, but that's what I would do for sure. Yeah, sure. It's nice meeting you.
It's great to meet you. Thank you. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.